Okay. Now, all right. What time is it here? It is. I'm going to start at 1:50. That's when we're going to begin. And then I'll take about 10 minutes to begin everything, and then we can officially do this. Just going to kind of make a list of a couple of the things that I want to do before we're want to keep it fairly minimal. Can you go in the room?
Okay. Here. And we have to close the door. Want to close the door? Well, I'm going to be in the living room. And that's going to keep me out of the area. We will close the door.
Okay, can I begin now? Alright, here we go. It is officially 1:50. Alright, now, today, as you know, for people here, either watching up there or watching on the live stream, I have set up. I do want you to know that today I'm going to officially be welcoming the Amenten guest here because I was busy on Monday, November 1st. And I had a lot of stuff that I had to do. I had a lot of stuff. And it wasn't only stuff concerning my classes as well, it also concerned the new feature. I have a motto. Either you do it once, or if you do it again, you do it over and over and over again until it's the way that you want it. And then you kind of have to say, nope, I'm not going to be a perfectionist. I'm not going to keep doing this over and over again. I want it in the story and I'm going to take care of this and then leave it be. And sometimes we want to redo things. We just feel like, oh, I'm in the perfect frame of mind. I'm in the perfect state. Let's just redo it. you kind of have to be okay with, okay, I may not have been in the perfect state of mind. I may not have enjoyed it. I may have been rushed or whatever it was. Leave it be. The posts that I have on there, I am not taking down. I guarantee that. No matter how much I want to do it over again, I'm not going to do it over again. No, they're on a schedule. They are on a schedule. And so that's the kind of thing that I was dealing with. This Mars retrograde. Be mindful of your actions and what you're putting forth, what you're doing. I wouldn't say to do things just out of impulse. I don't know if it's going to work during this point in time. But so yeah, I'm much less busy today. I really am. And there's a lot more time that I have on my plate today than I had on Tuesday. I was really super busy Tuesday, and I decided last minute. I walked away and I was like, this does not feel right at all. And then I decided, no, I'm going to cancel this. I mean, what was I thinking? I did that out of impulse. I didn't think it through. I had so much work, and I decided to do it anyway. But then last minute, I decided, no, I'm not going to do this. And so you might have that last minute decision that you make. You might decide to do something. It feels totally right at the moment, and you do it, and you regret it, and then you redo it. I'm not going to keep re-inviting him. I'm not going to keep doing this live stream and having this meeting. This will be that time. I don't care if things go wrong. I will not redo it. But sometimes you just can't help yourself. When you feel insecure, you feel insecure. When you don't feel comfortable publishing something, then you don't feel comfortable with what it is. And maybe that's why for big videos that I do in the future, I may just do a meditation before I film those videos. Yeah, so there's going to be a whole ton going on in this month of November astrologically, except for the lunar eclipse and the new moon on the 23rd, but that's basically all I will be doing and talking about on my, YouTube channel. So just that, just those two videos, going on. So, I'm planning to film the new moon in the Sag video actually, here in the sunroom. I'll just set up a chair and have the computer sitting there, and do the video, in there. So, it may be something different, and hopefully it should be a shorter video. If I can make it about 15 minutes or 18 minutes long, 20 minutes at the most. That's the focus. Rocket Goldsmith's videos are 9 to 10 minutes long, to 11 minutes long. Sometimes 13 or 18 minutes long. I won't go beyond 20 minutes. I really don't. So, anyway, we're kind of going to do a little bit of one thing and then another thing at the same time. So, I'm really into poetry right now. I'm on a poetry fix. And, I should know because that's what I'm doing for certain class. So I'm big into poetry, but I will not abuse and spoil and give away information like I did in the past. Oh my goodness, I have such incredible memory. When I had my other computer, MacBook computer, and I swear to you I'll never have another MacBook computer. I will never use another MacBook computer in my whole entire life, and that is a guarantee. I'd rather not use any computer at all than to use a MacBook computer, and I am dead serious about that. But anyway, I had this computer. I was doing live streams, and I just did them. And I didn't really think about the fact that, oh, am I going to watch these? Probably not. And just go through the, I had a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to do, and those live streams are super long, and I read poems, just read it and went through the motions of it, and that didn't serve me. I mean, if it's anything that just cuts that abundance, cuts that interest, cuts that curiosity, cuts that exploration, then don't do it. I mean, that's the rule that I have, and of course, for a short amount of time, for a couple weeks, for like, I'd say over the course of 2.5 months, I did weekly podcasts, where I had a story and a quote and a poem and something else. And I just went through the motions and reading the story, and just reading the poem, not sitting down and really getting into it and appreciating the poem and what it was all about, the meaning of it. So I regret that, but of course, we live and we learn. That's the reality. We live and we learn. And I've lived and I've learned, and certainly not going to do that. Save for something that I do want to do. It is a poem that I want to look at in honor of this Scorpio season today, which is called In the Arms of an Angel. And we're going to look at that because it just fits so well with, Scorpio season and the themes of it. Maybe I will do a post about that sometime. Maybe. But anyway, there's many things I could do a post about, believe me. But after months, I'd say September and about the first half of October being very, on top of the astrology and what was going on. And, it kind of fizzled out, and I'm doing less, producing less content, and less is more, because it's exhausting. Think about how many aspects there are. It just cuts the value of what you're talking about because of how many things that you're talking about. So yeah. But so anyway, I don't have the poem. I do have it on my phone, which I will go and look at, and I'll just read through. And there's a song to go with the poem, and I am going to play that song. It's the band called the Scorpions. You have the Etronicals, the Geoplates, and then you have the Scorpions. And of course, Scorpio is the symbol for the sign of the scorpion. But in reality, Scorpio should be first and foremost symbolized by the phoenix. If it was, probably would get a much better reputation in astrology. So, anyway, I am going to invite the guest to come in first of all before I get to anything else, and we'll have introductions, and we'll sort of do multiple things at one time whilst I'm going into the rest. And there'll be a time where, he'll go and get the, luggage and stuff put away in his living quarters. You know how the deal works. You've been here, so you know. Alright. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have, I just saw a bus going by. It's probably, wait, what's going on today? I have to see about the weather. Is it going to be sunny later this afternoon? Because that's the whole point of this. Is to see the sun at the, late in the afternoon as it's setting. So, I don't know, we may have to reschedule the thing occurring tonight, but, just probably we have someone coming. Alright. Daniel, could you go and grab him? He is waiting to come in. Yeah, just outside the in the driveway in the front. So you can do that. I think I might have to change how we do these meetings. I think I may have to have the guests come in as we start the meetings in future, and then just go through with it that way. Okay, going to just do a little thing now that I'm thinking of it. So, he is getting the guest from the door. There's no introductions, there's no nothing. I don't do that anymore since it's too weird, too awkward, and it's not something that you do when someone brand new is coming to your Amenten, and I'm trying to find the video here. Okay. Trying to find this. Scrum in the arms of an angel. See if I can find the video here. Okay, here it is. Share. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Of course I am. Sometimes you have to really push your will and be firm with yourself. That's what I'm kind of being right now. Tough, loving, but in the arms of scorpions. Okay. So now, let me just make sure this is the right account. Yes, it is. Oh, come on. In the arms of an angel. Come on. There we go. Okay, but I'm just gonna click to see if you're worthy or not. Oh, yes, you are. And I hate to say that. Meaning if you have the new feature. Oh, me in September would be super angry at me saying that. Just wait one moment. Is there a way to... Okay. Beautiful. Alright. So is this still going? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. Well. Okay. Yeah. So, now you can bring him in. I just wanted to, post something. Yeah, something will have to be done. For you to get, a feature, a brand new, because as I told you in my welcome video, I have a YouTube channel, I have social media, and recently, I got a new feature, which you had to be eligible and you had to have a huge following to get, and so YouTube decided, let's make this more fair. Let's make it so that more people can have access to it. So it just rolled out, and it's called the community tab, where you post, words, pictures, polls, you know, those types of things, video recommendations, basically to create a community on YouTube and get more following, and as another option besides just videos on YouTube. So maybe I could see what we can do so that you can have that same experience and opportunity and option if you want. You may not use it, but it's just an option. It's just there. Because not everyone uses it. I know several channels on YouTube who just don't use it, don't take advantage of it. That's their choice. But I think that it would be wonderful for you to have that option. That's just my opinion. So we can see what we can do to get it. But anyway, if you're open, because again, this is your experience. This is what you want. And I'm not here to force anything down your throat that you don't want. I want to make that clear. Alright, so, officially, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That was a very unofficial, unique welcome. And, yeah. So, welcome. And the thing was, I just jumped the gun and decided, oh, well, we can do this on Tuesday, but then looking at the amount of work that I had to do, no, it wasn't going to happen. And I want to put in, have the time so that I can do that. I still have things to do, but I have more time. And so I wanted to focus on that. And, I do want to tell all of you, if you're not posting content, like video content, then, I recommend posting in the things so that, the community feature, so that you're, still, interacting and doing things. I personally would want to see posts from a creator that I was into, daily, maybe one post, multiple posts. So I kind of keep that in mind. And the nice thing about that is you can schedule stuff. I have a huge bunch of things that I've scheduled, so they will come out at their own time. And if I'm away, say I have a retreat that I'm going to go to in 2028, which is far out, but when I go on that retreat, which you're thinking, wow, years later, well, I mean it, because I'm not going to endure the chaos and, take another ride on the craziest roller coaster I've ever been on. And I've actually not been on a roller coaster, but May of this year, we were all riding on a roller coaster, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, in one way or another. And I'm not going to experience that. It's going to be spiritual, self-care, cleansing, purifying, simplifying. That's what it's going to be. Because I want to remind all of you, Mercury is going to go retrograde in Gemini in 2028, and I will not be present in, my life to tend to obligations, responsibilities when Mercury is retrograde in its ruling sign. And Mercury retrograde, gets a bad rap already, but when you put Mercury retrograde in Gemini, which is what it rules, be prepared. Hold on to your hat. It's going to be a doozy. And so, things will be scheduled to come out quite often while I'm away. So no one misses me. But so, anyway, now I can put the focus on where it needs to be focused on. Welcome. And I sort of went off alluding to other things, but I'm not going to do that anymore. So, if I can help it. So yeah, welcome. And, I just want to kind of go over just the things that I have said. Just the main, what was the word? Cliff notes or spark notes of what I have said in that welcome video. So first of all, the points that I made were, and I got the email that you watched it, which is great, or listened to it, since it was an audio video. I am into astrology, and a huge focus of the Amenten is astrology. That's another form of honoring Amenten guests. The newest form, which started in 2020, the Amenten leaders and I sat down and we decided to put astrology into the mix. So we could have done it earlier, but we decided to do it at the time. But anyway, although we could have done it later, so it's great that we did it when we did it. Brand new year, brand new decade, so yeah. And of course, we all remember what happened in 2020. Now, so we look at the astrology. We'll look at spirituality and the deeper meanings of things. That's another thing that I have said. What else? Plans. Okay, plans for when you're here. Well, first thing I want to mention is your natal chart. We're going to take a look at that and how that contributes to your life, where it is, how, your experiences and why it is that you do what you do, and, your purpose, how you, get luck, or how you grow or expand in this life, how you assert yourself, which is going through a bit of a review right now since Mars is in retrograde and square to Neptune, so that causes some confusion and mental fog. How, what you're attracted to, what you value, and how you think. How you think, how you speak, how you learn. Indeed. And the houses, the areas of life where all of it shows up, and also the lower planets, the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and the houses. Of course, we could look at signs. We may dig a little bit into that, but since it's very generational, because the planets are in signs for years. Those planets are in signs for years. Then more emphasis is going to be placed on the house than the sign for that. And also some important aspects going on as well. And and I'm going to have Nadia Shaw, who will be arriving Saturday, because plans have changed. I am going to be away tomorrow. It's going to be a really big day for me, so I am not going to be here. And, well, it's not going to happen Friday. So, Saturday, Nadia will be here. We'll, look at your chart. There may or may not be a resemblance. I'm thinking to not have the resemblance prayer or ceremony. I'm trying to find a way to mock someone or something. And I've never really spoke about mockery at this Amenten before. I don't know. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, and I certainly don't want to put you on the spot and do and act melodramatic. But and the reason why I bring that up is here at the Amenten we look at certain things people do, certain things people say that is significant and really stands out and invites and inspires the Amenten, the head of the Amenten, to invite him or her. So we take a look at those moments and those all those reasons wrapped into different experiences that person experiences, either words, either situation, actions that the person does or says. And is there anything else that I wanted to just say? Oh, well, it is the season of Scorpio and it deals with shadow material, so I am doing work on myself right now, and I think one way or another we all are going through something because it is eclipse season, so don't forget about that. And I've said this on the video, but I just want to say this and make it clear. What time is it? I'll get back to it 2:30. Wait. Oh my gosh, this is completely frozen. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But anyway. So I was at the performance, seeing you perform. And while it was amazing, phenomenal performance, I could only enjoy it about 70 to 75%. I could enjoy it up to that extent. Because I felt insecure about a thought that I was having about it, and an issue that was in my mind that I didn't feel secure about and didn't feel totally comfortable and sure about. So as I was, I kind of knew, like, okay, it's fine, but then I was worried still, and so the thought just kept creeping up. I was insecure about it, and felt that way when I was there. And I was disappointed. Very disappointed that I couldn't just be in the moment and be totally just peaceful in myself, within myself. I think the worst part about it is when you expect something negative, it has got to be something positive or something less negative or neutral. It was less negative, but then it wasn't. All that I was anxious about just came up. Just came up when I was sitting there. I mean, good gracious, whatever you resist persists. I resisted it, and it just kept getting bigger until I had to just take care of it. Which case I didn't completely take care of it, but I took care of it somewhat, I'll say. And it was very disappointing. Very disappointing for me, and I was disappointed in myself that I just did not have enough trust and just didn't relax and enjoy it and do all of that. And I tried to, but then you shouldn't try to, you should just do it. Just relax. And don't overcomplicate it. When I was walking out of that Civic Center, and I was walking the skywalk, I think it's skywalk. A woman behind me said, "Oh, this was a great performance." And when I heard that, it was like, oh, it makes me feel guilty that I didn't, enjoy it. And you can't tell what's going on underneath, inside somebody. But I don't know, I just look at all these people who feel so much more secure inside themselves, and I don't want things to be perfect. I really don't. How do you feel? Do you feel secure or insecure? I just want to feel secure. I could feel regret, I could feel lack of interest. I want to feel secure while I'm feeling all that. I didn't feel totally secure. Sometimes experience is too good. And, that old song, "Don't let the good times pass you by," that song. And don't waste it away. But sometimes, a situation and fixing something is out of your control. God grant me the serenity to accept what I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I even want to go as far as this is suggesting obsessive compulsive disorder. I mean, I don't want to say disorder, but just being obsessive compulsive. And I want to get to the root and the truth of that. Because that's Scorpio. It's like, we're not messing around here. What's real? What actually happened? It may get personal and make it invasive or disturbing or icky. But listen, that's what happened, and that's the truth, and that's how I feel. And don't hold it in, let it out. So we are going to go there. I do want to go there to just resolve the issue of guilt and disappointment and all those darker, deeper, serious patterns that I keep doing over and over again. I'm trying to break out. I'm trying to trust myself and do this and that. Into that. So that is another focus that, because I don't want to skim around the surface and, oh, it's all good and it's all, oh, try to enjoy myself and put on a smile and, no. Let's get real. So that's what I want to do, is get real. So, that's what I want to say. With that said, you can take him to the living quarters. Okay? And there will be the do one do's dinner Saturday, November 5th. So that will go on that day. Okay. So part of me feels guilty for what I'm doing right now. Alright. Oh no, I'm not going to use that computer. I am not going to use it for that purpose. I really am not. Because that's a promise I made to myself. I'm not going to, because if there's one no great metaphor. I was watching Fiddler on the Roof and, I hate to play devil's advocate. I really do. Oh, but I have to be honest, don't I? One way or another. So, this is going to sound like I'm playing devil's advocate. I just want you to hear that. I just want you to know that up front. But, Ratevia said, gave in. And he was afraid that when he would give in to what his daughter wanted, that it was going to just one crack and it all falls apart. That's kind of if I use my computer or phone to do with something. That's one crack unless I turn to something else and publish it and do. Anyway, oh my gosh. What am I doing? I need to stop right now. Okay. I don't want to do anything else. End of the meeting. Bye for now.